Good morning, everybody. John Bergsma here from Fisherman's Digest here on beautiful Little Bay de Noc out of Escanaba, Michigan. Doing a little mixed bag fishing. We're going to start out jig fishing. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're just going to use a 1/4 ounce chartreuse jig here, and what I like to do is just thread it on about a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch, and then you just pinch it off. You just want about a 2-inch piece like that, and you don't want it to hang straight off. And then we're just going to snap that down the break, and what's going to happen is we actually snap it pretty hard, and as that jig falls, just as it's hitting bottom or just before it hits bottom, that's when they flare their gills and they're going to suck it in. You go to snap it again, they're just going to be there. And so let's see if we can get some.
Captain Ken has been a friend of mine for 20 years. He's been a resident guide here for the last 2 decades. And one of the things that I really appreciate about Ken Lee is that he's a sincere, normal, everyday guy who happens to know just a gob about this community and about the fishing here. And so having a day in the boat with Ken, whether you're me or whether you're a charter customer of his, you're just going to go out there and you're going to experience a laid-back atmosphere in the boat where he is willing to do anything and everything necessary to make your day enjoyable and to catch a lot of fish. Got one, Kenny?
Yeah.
All right.
Can't tell what it is yet, but it's fighting like the right species here.
We like the right species.
A few nice head shakes.
Oh yeah, beautiful
No,
fish.
it's not the right
Sheephead.
species. Well, many times where you find sheep's head, you'll also find walleyes, and they are fun to catch, especially when you get some of them big 7, 8, 10 pounders that are out here in Bay de Noc. They're a lot of fun to catch.
Not too many casts, and it looks like we got a cute little smallie here. Felt the tick. Gave us one good jump. See if I can hoist him in here. Show it. Little Bay de Noc. This is a small one, of course, but Bay de Noc is getting famous for these little boys right here, but it's not the little boys that they're getting famous for. Whether it's big bass tournaments or just other tournaments, smallmouths have been one of the target fish here in Little Bay in the last few years. Really good fishing. The fishing on Little Bay de Noc and Big Bay de Noc is a little bit different. Little Bay de Noc is much more of almost like a lake ecosystem with a direct access to the main lake. It has the normal stuff like great perch fishing, great walleye fishing, great smallmouth bass fishing, fantastic northern pike fishing, whereas Big Bay de Noc is far more like the Great Lakes feel. It's got huge access to the Great Lakes. It's got a little bit more wind dependent, obviously. It has all those same species, but in just a much bigger scale. And I would say that Little Bay de Noc is great for the person who just wants to come and experience sheltered fishing, whereas Big Bay de Noc is going to give you the trophy fish aspect. It's going to have great big smallmouth, great big walleye, great big northern pike, but it's on great big water. So it's got a little of something for everybody. I burn reeled it, thinking I was done with my cast. All of a sudden slack. Well, when you're burn reeling and you go slack, you have an issue. That's a big pike overrunning your bait. They come from behind it, chase it down, and I mean, oh my gosh, we can land him. He's corner hooked, just.
Need a net?
Oh yeah, Kenny, this is one of those that we wanted to get today. You know, we really wanted to show you the diversity of Little Bay de Noc. Ken has been seeing this for his entire career, but oh my gosh, look at this. This fishery is known for walleye, but I'm here to tell you,
Nice one, John.
the northern pike fishing has really come on, has it not, Ken?
It has. That's a bonus one when we're walleye fishing.
Exactly. Let me try to grab this fish and see if I can get him without killing myself.
Nice. Pretty. Very
Beautiful
pretty.
fish. And you can see where I got real fortunate there. That right there. That's really just an average fish here, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah, that's
But I
average.
mean, at a lot of places, that's just a monstrous pike, you know. Not in Canada, but you know, in the U.S. and down here in Michigan, we fish hard to catch these, and you know, just an amazing fish. And Little Bay is just filled with these, Ken. Is it not?
Yeah, that's just an average one there. As the water cools off in the fall, those bigger ones will come back in, and the average size goes way up once that water gets down around 60 degrees.
Well, as with all of our larger fish, we're going to put this one back and let her grow up a little bit. With a northern, especially if they give you any type of a long fight, it's important that you just put them in and move them around a little bit, let them recover. And there she goes. Good job, Kenny. Good spot positioning.
Yeah, they're not cooperating. At least the walleyes aren't cooperating real well today. There's a fishy smell in the air, and what that is alewives. Once this water starts cooling off in the fall, those alewives can come in from the big lake, and it's just easy pickings for the walleyes. It's like a smorgasbord out there, so that's probably why they're not biting real good this morning. So we're going to switch species and try for some smallmouth bass.
The fishing today was by intention a multi-species show. You know, we could have targeted walleye specifically or targeted smallmouth specifically, but we broke the day up today to try to show just the diversity of what Little Bay de Noc has to offer. We started out in the morning pitching for walleyes and didn't have too much success because we were battling the wind. But the minute we went out and started targeting smallmouth bass, we were into them right away. Later in the afternoon, we started targeting the northern pike, and what do you know? The first thing we catch is a really nice walleye. Little Bay de Noc and Big Bay de Noc offer everything that an angler would want for a challenge as well as for opportunity for multi-species. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. You know, nice little chunks. What I like about them is how healthy these fish are. And they're not shy. I felt that bite and actually had to lift up and feel, wonder if that's a bite, because I pitched into a few weeds, so he didn't let it go at all. He wanted it. Good job, Kenny.
You love it
Yeah.
when they peel drag, huh?
Oh,
Come on,
my.
give us a jump.
Oh man. You set it right on the edge of that green and brown water.
Ooh, digging, digging, digging.
Hey, nothing but an Escanaba smallie.
They got shoulders.
They sure do.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you gotta love them.
Wow.
I don't know how people can't love fishing for these things.
He does not want to come in, Ken.
Oh, pretty one.
Oh yeah,
Right here,
beautiful
Gabe.
fish.
Beautiful. He jumped right in the net, John.
Show that off. They are hard fighting fish, Ken.
Pretty, pretty fish. Pretty, pretty fish. That's what we got up here, folks. Lots and lots of these. Oh, they're so pretty.
And you say that's an average size fish. I mean, that's a better than average size fish in a lot of places, and that's what's so impressive about this fishery.
Nice average Little Bay de Noc smallmouth, and we're gonna get them back in the water here. Thank you for the nice fight. Ah, beautiful.
I think that might be another northern. He just trucked it though, yeah. Not a big guy. Not a big guy by any means, but definitely fun to catch. They want that tube, I'll tell you what. He was all over it. Beautiful little fish. There we go, go back and grow up. You know, those little fish keep you happy to be fishing. They just bite.
The Escanaba Gladstone area here, it's great fishing from spring right on through fall, really. You know, in the early spring and mid-May, May 15th, we've got the walleye opener, which is kind of like deer season. You know, it's special, and a lot of boats out here, but everybody's catching fish usually. And then you get into the summertime and bass fishing starts up and the water warms up all through June, July, August. And the bass fishing actually just gets better and better in the fall. Once that water cools down, those fish come shallow again. And it's just a riot with the smallmouth in September, early October. And then if you truly want a giant smallmouth, if you're just a trophy fishing, late October, early November, after those fish have schooled up, they go deep and dragging red-tailed chubs. There's some huge, truly huge smallmouth bass caught out here in the fall, and over on Big Bay de Noc too. It's not uncommon at all to catch 6.5, 7 pound smallmouth in November. And there's not too many places on earth where you can do that, but Little and Big Bay de Noc are one of them.
Got one, Kenny?
Yep.
Oh,
Nice one.
what do you got? Oh, it's a big walleye.
Nice walleye.
It's a big walleye. Big walleye on a spinnerbait.
Never know what you're gonna get on those. Awesome.
Kenny, tell me, is that normal?
Out here it is, yeah. Quite often we get nice walleyes out here on spinnerbaits. You don't get little ones on spinnerbaits. When you do get one, it's going to be that quality right there and bigger. Yeah.
And this is you know, Little Bay and Big Bay are filled with these.
Oh,
right
yeah,
here. This is what for years people have come to target here.
Yep.
At Little Bay de Noc, but you know, with the advent of the pike and the bass, it's been really it's getting to be almost more of a multi-species presentation.
It is. Yep. You can go bass fishing or pike fishing and end up with fish like this too.
On spinnerbaits, no
On
less.
spinnerbaits.
Good job.
Awesome.
Great job. You know, Escanaba is a classic Upper Peninsula microcosm town. It has basically got everything that a great big city has to offer in an itty bitty little package. I mean, it's got Walmarts, it's got 20 or 30 hotels, everything from posh lakeside hotels like Terrace Bay down to the moms and pops operation. It's got mom and pop resorts dotting Little Bay de Noc. It's got all kinds of entertainment. It's got the arts here. It's got what we're right behind us here at Municipal Park. It's got boardwalk, walking trails along the lakeshore. It offers parks. It offers all kinds of things that a person would expect in a big city in a very small town. The Escanaba community is fantastic when it comes to being a fishing community. You know, from the top level bass tournaments, the top level walleye tournaments, the mid-level bass and walleye tournaments, right down to the community embracing the everyday guy coming just to have a great time, a great weekend here in Escanaba. Escanaba offers everything fishermen need, from fantastic multi-species fishing to accommodations to the whole community embracing those people that come to their community to experience this great fishing.
That's a good one.
Good job.
That's a good one.
Get him, Kenny, get him. That was a little bit of a dry spell, eh?
Yeah.
You know, that's the key though, is just keeping on searching.
What?
What in the world is that? Huge.
I just caught a catfish.
A catfish. Backwards. I'm not sure.
Multi-species. Look
Wow.
at that. Tube jig
rolled
catfish.
on
He
there.
did the roll.
And that is a big cat, and he does not know he's hooked until right
Yep.
now. Wow.
I guess you never know what you're going to catch, huh?
When you said a good one, you were not kidding.
Oh, I didn't expect that though.
Oh.
Oh, you never know.
Wow. You know, one of the most overlooked aspects of Little and Big Bay de Noc is the September and October fall fishery. This is something that I have been experiencing firsthand for 25 years. When fall comes, and we're right now here this year at September 9, this is the start of when the feed bag really goes on for all species in Little Bay de Noc. You come, and from the middle of September until you can't stand the cold, you're gonna catch big walleyes, big smallmouth, big northern pike, and one of the most overlooked species is great big schools of jumbo perch. These fish really start getting going around the 1st of October, and they go great all the way until, like I say, till you really have to put your boat away. And the perch fishing and the trophy-sized fish that are available here in the fall are second to none. Going somewhere again. We're in a pack of fish, and I don't think they're real big, but this one's deciding to get bigger as we go. Here we go. There's something about Escanaba smallies that I just love. Clean water, crazy Upper Peninsula scenery. Just casted my tube jig way behind the boat while Ken was dragging us up the break, and this one just sucked it right in. He hit it once, I missed him. I dropped back and he hit it again. So it's not a bad little fish. There he is, way down there. See that tube jig of mine that he destroyed? Beautiful little fish. Get him in the boat here, no worse for the wear. What a beautiful fish. That is just crazy nice. I mean, I just love it.
All right, today we're doing blackened walleye with green beans and cheesy potatoes. So the green beans take a little bit longer than the walleye to cook, so we're gonna throw them on first. What I do is I put them on just flat, and then sprinkle a little oil on top of it, get the flame going a little bit. Cover it up, a few minutes, put the walleye on. Should finish at the same time. Alrighty, it's been a few minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and season up the walleye, oil it up, and throw it on the grill with the beans. Olive oil, we got our blackening seasoning. Careful not to burn yourself on the grill. There we go. All right. And wherever you're gonna put these fish, make sure you spray it down. That way it doesn't stick when you're trying to flip it. Shut this up. Takes a little less time than normal fish because it's a lot thinner fillets we got today, so maybe 2 minutes and it'll be ready. All right, to cook our cheesy potatoes, what you gotta do, spray your pan with some Pam, put the cheesy potatoes in, and put them out evenly, top it with some bacon. Bacon's gonna give it a nice meaty taste. And then throw the panko breadcrumbs on top. You're gonna use about a half cup of panko. And then throw them in the oven at 325 for 45 minutes. Alrighty, we're ready to flip the walleye. Ooh yeah. Beautiful. I can't wait. And the beans, just move them around. Probably about ready. A couple more minutes, we'll be good to go. All right, we're ready to take the blackened walleye off along with the beans and pair them up with their buddy, the cheesy potatoes. Let's go eat. All right, here we have it, our blackened walleye, cheesy potatoes, grilled green beans. One of my favorites. I love spice, so I can't go wrong with this one.
Kenny, thanks, man.
Thank you, John. Had a great day.
I had a wonderful day here in Escanaba. If you want some great fishing, multi-species action, join us here in Escanaba. And thanks for watching the Fisherman's Digest. We'll see you next time.